Hey boo, welcome back to my channel. So this week I am doing my 5 weeks and 6 weeks pregnancy update. So I'm trying to do at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, just something to document this part of my life, this new journey that I'm in. So I kind of want to document and then share with other people to let you know what I went through, because I'm realizing what I'm going through and what my friends went through are a little different. So maybe this will help somebody in the future. So I'm going to start at week 5 because I found out I was pregnant when I was 5 weeks. Like, I literally found out I was pregnant on the date that I started my 5th week. So that's where I'm going to start from. Now, I can go back a little bit and talk about why I thought I was pregnant, because I missed my period, of course, and then I became really, really tired. Like, I was tired all the time, and I had just started back working out, so there should not have been a reason that I was so tired. I should have had more energy. What else is going on? I was getting like really bad cramps, but like they were so bad that I just want to lay down. Like, I don't want to do nothing else. I just want to lay down. But then the cramps made me feel like my period was on its way. So that's where the confusion was. I got a headache. I was getting headaches sometimes. And then the biggest reason why I was like, yeah, I got to take this test as soon as possible is it was the Thursday before that Saturday that I took the test that I was nauseous. And when I say nauseous, I mean like I felt like I was going to throw up, but I was fasting at the time. So I hadn't eaten nothing. So it was just like nausea and there's nothing in your stomach. So it's like the worst feeling, because it's like your body's telling you to throw up something, but there's nothing in there for you to throw up. Disgusting. But anyway, so that's why I took the test and I found out I was 5 weeks pregnant. And I do have that video of finding out I'm pregnant. That's on my YouTube channel. So y'all make sure y'all check that out if you want to see the reaction from me, my husband, my mother-in-law. I think that's pretty much it. And then I talk about everyone else's reaction that I didn't get on camera. But moving on. So 5 weeks. The symptoms that I was feeling at 5 weeks was I was tired. Like, I would come home, eat, and I'm done. Like, I would literally come home, eat, and I'm asleep. So there was times where I was in the bed by 7 o'clock, because that's just how tired I was. I could fall asleep anywhere, doing anything. If I just sat somewhere for a long period of time, I'm done. I was getting cramps. I was getting vaginal cramps, and then I was just getting cramps in my stomach. I started getting cramps on my like lower side, kind of. Let's see, what else? And then for like, it was like a couple days, I felt like I could smell everything like so strong. Like somebody at work had just eaten nachos and walked by me, and I could tell you exactly what they had on their nachos. Like, it's like I smelled every single ingredients that they had. So that was another sign, another symptom that I had. What else? Oh, and then I had to eat breakfast. Like, sometimes I'll skip breakfast, so I have a smoothie or protein shake. But when I say I have to eat breakfast, I have to eat breakfast, because if I don't eat breakfast, one, I can't take my prenatal vitamins, and then two, I get a bad headache. But, well, that's week 6. I'll tell y'all about that. What else? I was hungry a lot. That's another reason I thought I was pregnant, because I would stay hungry. Like, I was eating up a storm. Like, it was bad. Sleeping was okay. I kept getting up to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't sleep the whole night through. So I wake up to go to the bathroom or to drink water, because my throat would be so dry. So I kept water by my bed, so I would wake up and drink that a lot. Let's see, I think that's pretty much it. Let me see. I wrote some of these things down because I knew I was going to forget. Yeah, so basically the biggest thing is I was tired, I was peeing a lot more, and I was starting to eat more food. My appetite was increasing. I started having to snack a lot, because I couldn't go from breakfast all the way to lunch, and then from lunch all the way until I got home. So it was like I would have to eat something in between. So that was week 5. Week 6, I still haven't had morning sickness, which knock on wood, I'm not trying to get morning sickness, but I haven't had it. A lot of people say you get it, you know, at this point, but I haven't had it. So one thing that I've noticed is I thought I was eating a lot in week 5, but like week 6, it's like I have to eat, because when I don't eat, I get a headache, then I get dizzy feeling. So it's like I have to eat, because one, I don't want to pass out, and two, it's terrible, that feeling. And then I kind of feel guilty, because if I'm like, I'm eating too much, I'm not going to eat, even if I'm hungry, I feel like I'm depriving my baby of nutrients and food and everything it needs. So it's kind of like a guilt trip thing too, because I'll be like, I don't want to eat, I'm going to be fat, I'm eating too much. And then I'm thinking, well, if my body's telling me I'm hungry, that clearly means that I need to eat for this process of the baby developing. So I can't deprive my child of what it needs. So it was like a whole guilt trip thing that I went through this week. And then it's like I eat, and then like 2 hours later, I'm like, did I even eat? Because it's like my metabolism, or with everything that's happening, it just eats up that fuel that I put in. By like the food that I put in, it uses it up so quick, and then I'm hungry again. But then the thing is, as soon as I eat, I'm sleepy. Like I'm exhausted still all the time. But I think it's a little bit better than it was week 5. Week 5 is like I'm knocked out automatically. This week, it's like I can stay up a little bit if I have to. And then I'm sleeping a little bit better. Like I'm sleeping through the night more. And then my cramps at night aren't that bad, so I can sleep longer and I have to worry about it. I do catch myself like holding my stomach and rubbing it a little bit. That kind of helps, but I know it's part of the process, so that's what I keep telling myself, like, it's part of the process. Now, one day this week, I woke up, well, last week, I woke up and during week 6, and my boobs were hurting. So, like, I took my bra off to get in the shower, and I felt like they were just hurting so bad. Like I was holding weights on my chest. Like they were just feeling so heavy, so painful. Like the water hitting it was like very sensitive. It stung a little. Like just anything touching up against it was killing it. Like I don't know what was going on, but my boobs were like super tender that day. Like even putting on a shirt, putting it back in my bra when I got out the shower was like, ugh. So, that's pretty much what's happening. And then another thing that I've noticed is I'm getting acne. So the thing about that is, I know people are like, I mean, people get pimples, but see, I barely get pimples. Like, even when I was a teenager, my face was always clear. If you see my mom, like, we don't really get pimples. So the fact that I have one right here, and I have like a couple right here, and then this whole part of my face is like so dry. Like this whole part right here is like so dry, which is crazy because this part is always, I don't know if y'all can see, like all right here is so dry. Which is crazy because this part right here is always oily. That's like my oil. And I always put powder and try to diffuse the oil and stuff, so it's been really dry. So I've noticed that change in my skin, and I think that's pretty much it. It hasn't been like anything major. Other than me eating all the time, I feel like I'm always eating. It's like I'm forcing myself because normally I don't eat this much because I started working at the beginning of the year, so I'm used to like eating proportional meals, but now I just eat all the time. Like I feel like I eat majority of my day. So that's a little unusual, but I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I did get sick during week 6. I went to a wedding and we were outside and it was pretty windy and I got sick. And because I got sick, I can't take, you know, certain medicine because I'm pregnant. So I was like, I'm just gonna ride it out. Let the cold play out. And y'all, it was terrible. Like I couldn't breathe. I couldn't sleep right. It was just, ugh. But I think I'm over it. My nose still is a little stuffy, but I think I'm over it. And then also, I got TMJ. I got it the Friday during the 5th week, and I got it this Friday during the 6th week. So my TMJ is like from here to here. All this is affected when I have my TMJ episodes. So the first time I had it was only for that day, but y'all, like, I was crying. I did the cold water method, which I try not to do because my jaw becomes dependent on it. So I'm constantly doing it every 5-15 minutes, which means I'm always going to the bathroom. I'm always standing up drinking water. So now when it happens, I just do my little exercises, neck exercises to, like, you know, stretch out that muscle. And so I feel it pretty much most days. And once I, like, feel the tingle, I'll automatically just start doing the exercise. This past Friday, started at work early in the morning, and I had to step away for like 20-30 minutes because I started crying. Like, it was very painful. And the thing about it is, what I found is nothing over the counter, even before I was pregnant, nothing over the counter helps. I have to go get, like, prescription, and it has to be a high dosage. So it's, like, very painful. And I can't do anything about it because I don't want to take anything that will affect the baby. And I'm, like, not freshly pregnant, but I'm in the first trimester, so I'm trying to be really careful. So yeah, that is terrible. When my TMJ acts up, that's terrible because it's just like you just have to wait it out. You just have to hope the exercises that you're doing helps. And then it gets so bad sometimes I can't talk because of that muscle. So yeah, it's not fun, but I'm just excited because all this is part of the process for me to have a little bundle of joy at the end of the year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think those are my only symptoms that I've experienced so far for week 5 and week 6. I just started week 7 yesterday, so I will be uploading a video on week 7 and probably week 8 together, but we'll see how it goes. I'm trying to be as regular with these updates as possible. I don't really have a bump, so I'll be doing bump checks or updates in these videos also, but that's where we are. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm always thirsty, like always thirsty. And it's like no matter how much water I drink, it's like I'm not drinking enough. That's how I feel. So that's another thing that I'm trying to work out. And I drink so much water that I'm so tired of water, but then I don't want to drink like anything else, you know. So oh, week 5 we had Caribbean food, and I'm African, like 100% full African. Both my mom and my dad are from there. I was born in Africa, so I like spicy food. Don't bother me. So we had Caribbean food, and it wasn't spicy like how our food is, but it was just a little bit spicy. And yeah, I don't think baby liked that. Because y'all, my stomach was like, it's not that it was hurting, it just was such a discomfort that I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be able to do this no more. But then my mom was like, I told my mom, and she was like, oh my God, you need to tell that baby that, like, we're African and we eat spicy food, and the baby gonna have to get used to that. And I'm like, girl, if the baby don't want it and it made me feel the way it made me feel, we good. We just not gonna eat it, you know, like, we're gonna wait till the baby come out. But yeah. Oh, and then week 6, so in week 6, you guys know I've been losing weight. At the beginning of the year, I was working out, losing weight, so I just bought like 2 pairs of pants and, like, I think a top or something like that for the inches that I've lost. So I put the pants on one day last week, and y'all, I couldn't button the pants. Like, I really could not button the pants. So what I did was, I did the little trick I saw on Pinterest. I took a hair tie, or I can't think of the name, but y'all see this, a hair tie, and then I put it through the hole where the button goes, and then I kind of did this twist thing and pulled it through to the button so I can have some breathing room. But y'all, I was like, is it starting this early? But the crazy thing is, because those are new pants and they're smaller than my other pants, all I did was just start wearing my former pants, my other pants that I was wearing that fit me before I started working out and losing weight. So I'm still good on that. But y'all, I kind of was a little depressed. I was like, I'm only 6 weeks. Like, what is happening to me? So yeah, that was kind of interesting. Yeah, but I think that's pretty much it. So that's all for week 5 and week 6. So I'm going to try to keep this updated regularly and have updates pretty much as regular as possible. Of course, this video is not going to be out until we reveal that we are pregnant, but I'm already starting to document these things because I want to keep a record. I want to keep a record of this. I kind of want to experience this later on, look back once I have my baby in my arms, look back at the process, and then also if I have more kids in the future, kind of look back and compare and see the difference and know what to expect with my body and things like that. So yeah, so I'll be updating these videos pretty regularly. It's my hope. I'm going to try to stay on that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and share with anyone who is just finding out they're pregnant or is having some questions of what it's going to be like. I know everyone's different, so they might not go through the same thing I'm going through, but they might learn something from what I'm going through, so you never know. Make sure if you guys have questions, suggestions, advice, tips, whatever. Like, y'all, this is my first child. This is my first experience with this. I'm always the friend of the pregnant person or the cousin of the pregnant person. It's never been me that's been pregnant, and it's a lot different on this side, you know what I mean? So y'all just give me some advice, tips. Follow me on Instagram, write me on there. Just if you think of something that y'all think I should know or I should be prepared for coming up, just let me know. I would really appreciate it. But you guys make sure you follow me on social media, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.